Mr. Joshi, my first question is perhaps a compliment in itself, that a lot has changed for domestic coal production. The domestic coal production is up almost 10%. Every time ahead of winter, we would be worried as Indians that हमारे घर में बिजली आएगी नहीं आएगी. What will happen to coal supply? What will happen to the entire feedstock availability? मगर लगता है that इस बार ठंड के अंदर हमारा हीटर सबका चलेगा.
इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है. हमने जो गत 10 साल से मोदी सरकार आने के बाद जो कुछ भी बदलाव लाए हैं, और स्पेशली अभी 2020 और 21 में जो कमर्शियल कोल माइनिंग के साथ ही साथ तो कैप्टिव कोल माइनिंग में जो बदलाव हमने लाया है, उसके जो रिज़ल्ट अभी दिखना शुरू हुआ है. जैसे आप सब जानते हैं कि वी वर जस्ट प्रोड्यूसिंग अराउंड 500 odd million tons of coal in 2014-15. Today we are reaching almost 1 billion. अगर CAGR के हिसाब से, कंपाउंडेड एनुअल ग्रोथ के हिसाब से देखें तो आज उसी हिसाब से हम प्रोड्यूस करते तो मैक्सिमम हम 700 मिलियन टन प्रोड्यूस करते थे, लेकिन वी आर रीचिंग अराउंड 1000 million ton, that is more than 1 billion ton we are producing, and our import will be considerably reduced. And I am assuring the country through you that under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Modi, there will not be any shortage of coal and shortage of electricity, that is power this time. And this is maintained last year also, but there was some apprehension. But even now I am ruling out the apprehension also, and I am assuring the country, and we will cross 1 billion, and whatever the substitute coal is there, that import will be stopped entirely next year, that is 24-25.
Sir, allow me to just quote you. This is something which you indicated on 31st of December. The demand for electricity by 2030 is going to double, and to cater the needs, the country needs coal. India's per capita electricity consumption will double by 2030. Now, if the demand will double, do you think by 2030, if India has to reduce the dependence on coal, they will be able, the coal mining capacity would be going higher in the same proportion? So one is the demand based, one is the consumption based demand, sir, and second is the import substitution demand. So the coal mining really has to go up in a significant manner in order to comply with both these normals.
One is whatever the target for the renewable and all such things, may it be in solar, may it be in wind or any other for that matter, we are exceeding our target, and target is being completed well before the time. This is a very proud moment for any Indian, because we are able to do that, and we are the world leader in that as far as renewable energy is concerned, and the emission and other such things are concerned. But at the same time, what I have said on 31st of last month is that the demand of electricity is going to be doubled, and even if you produce the by renewable 50% of that, remaining 50% has to be taken care of the regular, that is thermal power. And with this thermal power also, how we should go for the sustainability, that is the challenge before us, and we are already working on that. For example, sapling of the maximum trees and using the mined water, all such things we are doing it, and also using the technology, coal gasification, using that, because ultimately coal is available with us, and we are not able to meet out the entire demand through other sources, because very easily available source for many countries including India, it is the coal. So when we are at present, I can tell you, if today whatever the explored coal mines are there, only the stock of, reserve of those coal mines are taken into consideration, we have the stock of more than 350 years, 350 years. So that we cannot all those coal we cannot allow it to become mud. So how to use it with sustainable, because Honorable Prime Minister has promised to the world about the emission and on 2070, how we are going to net zero, all whatever the Prime Minister has said, we are committed to that. And using the coal, how we can make sustainable, that we are already working, and work has started, and overall emission pollution, to reduce it, we have taken so many measures, and I am quite confident with using coal also, reducing the emission and making it net zero. With these balance, we will produce the power through coal also, through renewable energy also.
Minister Joshi, if you are reassuring and endorsing that there will be no coal shortage in India, do you think the Power Ministry will come out with instructions where they essentially will now request generation companies to stop importing coal for blending purposes? Because up until now, the Power Ministry has still not come out with any instructions where they are requesting DISCOMs not to import imported coal for blending purposes.
I think, seeing at the previous experience, he might have, Power Ministry has issued, but whatever the demand is coming from the all units, power generating, thermal power generating units, according to their requirement, whatever हमारा annual contracted quantity रहता है, उससे ज़्यादा ही हम सप्लाई कर रहे हैं. तो एक प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर, क्योंकि हर बार इस महीने में, इस 2-3 महीने में शॉर्टेज होता है, ऐसे सोच के कुछ सर्कुलर है, लेकिन वो सर्कुलर का उपयोग हो जाए ऐसे नौबत न आने देते, हम न आने देते, इतना तो मैं एश्योर करता हूँ. What I want to make it more clearly tell in English, that though the circular is there for the import, and I am assuring you that situation will not arise. That is my assurance. As a precautionary measure, Power Ministry has issued the circular, but as it is, I am supplying under the guidance of Prime Minister Shri Modi, I am supplying more than 100% of our ACQ contract, and that will going to be continued.
So Minister Joshi, in India, coal availability was always there. It was the entire extraction and the process which in a sense was not clear and clean. What has changed? What is giving you the confidence that coal supply will not be interrupted and enough and more coal supply will be done through government companies? What has changed is what we want to understand from you, sir.
One is, along with government companies, we are trying to involve the private sector also, because the government companies has got their own limitation. But still they have done well. I congratulate Coal India and other PSUs. And at the same time, we cannot depend on one company, one source. That's why we involved the private sector also. Second point, the question you asked about the why, though coal is available, why it was not available previously. See, it is the question of mentality, and it is the question of approach, question of attitude. ये क्या होता था, ये बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है. मैंने पहले भी इसके बारे में बोला हूँ. प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक चीज़ कहा था जब मैंने इस मिनिस्ट्री को संभाला था. उन्होंने ये कहा था, अगर हम ऑयल इंपोर्ट करते हैं तो मैं समझ सकता हूँ, अगर हम कोल इंपोर्ट करते हैं तो देश के लिए हम पाप कर रहे हैं. ये प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बोला था. इसका अर्थ क्या है? ये कांग्रेस पार्टी का तरीका देखो, सोच देखो. दे एस्टैब्लिश्ड few mega power plants, imported based power plants. हमारे देश में इतना कोयला है, लेकिन imported based power plants means imported कोल से ही चलता है. अभी भी वो import करते हैं. क्यों इतना कोयला है? सोच क्यों नहीं आया? क्यों ऐसे imported coal based power plant हमको कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है, हमको तैयार करना है? हमको तो जो हम डोमेस्टिक कोल से अभी बाकी जो चला रहे, ऐसे ही कोल हम उत्पादन क्यों न करें? ये नहीं सोचा. कोल उत्पादन कम हुआ. कोल उत्पादन के लिए, कम उत्पादन के लिए कारण यही कांग्रेस पार्टी, कांग्रेस सरकार है. लेकिन उसको बैलेंस करने के लिए इंपोर्टेड बेस्ड पावर प्लांट, ये क्या तरीका है जी? तो ऐसे ही मैं मेरा एक उदाहरण आपको बताता हूँ. In 1987, 88, my father just got retired from the railway service. He was in a clerical post in railways, Indian Railways. After retirement, he constructed a house of 650 square feet, a small house. To get cement for that 650 square feet house, we used to stand in the queue for months together for the cement. इतना लाइमस्टोन है, हम सीमेंट के लिए महीने भर तक वेट करना पड़ता था, वो भी इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता था. ये सोच का सवाल है, ये अप्रोच का सवाल है, ये देश के लिए कैसे हम भला कर सकते हैं. ये जहाँ इस तरीका का सोच नहीं रहता है ना, वो लोग अच्छे नहीं कर सकते जी. कोयला इतना है, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, इंपोर्टेड बेस्ड पावर प्लांट लगाते हैं हमारे पास. मैंने जैसे कहा 350 ईयर्स तक सफिशिएंट कोयला हमारे पास है, लेकिन हम कोयला इंपोर्ट करने की ही बात करते हैं. लेकिन अभी मोदी जी ने डायरेक्शन दिया है, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने डायरेक्शन दिया है, एट एनी कॉस्ट 24-25 तक हमको कोयला इंपोर्ट पूरा बंद करना चाहिए. कई लोग मुझे पूछते हैं, आप भी आके 10 साल हो गए क्यों नहीं करते. एक तो देश का इकोनॉमी बढ़ रहा है, पावर जनरेशन भी बढ़ रहा है. दूसरी बात, ये कोयला ब्लॉक शुरू करने के लिए, एक्चुअल ऑपरेशनलाइज करने के लिए 8 से 10 वर्ष लगता है. दुनिया में भी लगता है, देश में भी लगता है. इसीलिए अभी मोदी जी आके 10 वर्ष होने वाला जा रहे हैं. 10 वर्ष के अंदर आई एम अश्योरिंग द कंट्री दैट कोल इंपोर्ट विल बी स्टॉप्ड.
So there is a natural disadvantage what Indian coal has, the total calorific value. That is something which in a sense will always be a challenge when it comes to future coal requirement. What is the plan to tackle that?
देखिए, एक तो जो कोकिंग कोल या मेटलर्जिक कोल है, थोड़ा कुछ वो इंपोर्ट करना पड़ता है. इसमें भी मैंने मेरे अधिकारियों को कहा है, जो पीएम साहब ने जो कहा था 2047 के लिए एक विजन बना दो, 2030 के लिए एक शॉर्ट टर्म विजन बना दो. मैंने ये भी कहा है, इस हाई कंटेंट कोल के जो ऐश है, उससे कैसे हम स्टील बना सकते हैं. इसमें भी थोड़ा रिसर्च वगैरह के लिए पैसा लगा दो. कोल इंडिया इज ए वेरी गुड प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, तो इसमें भी सोचो. ये भी हमारा सोच रहना चाहिए. और इसके साथ ही साथ तो दुनिया में टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत आ रहा है जी. ऐसे तो अभी गैस, कोल से गैस क्रिएट करके स्टील बना रहे हैं. ये सब टेक्नोलॉजी, नया टेक्नोलॉजी विथ द कोल अवेलेबल विथ इंडिया, कोल अवेलेबल डोमेस्टिकली, हाउ कैन वी प्रोड्यूस द स्टील. इसके बारे में एक बार रिसर्च वगैरह करना चाहिए. तो ये रिसर्च के बारे में हम कोशिश चल रहा है. उसके साथ अगर ज़रूरत है तो भी कितने ब्लेंडिंग के लिए ज़रूरत है कोकिंग कोल, क्योंकि हम कोकिंग कोल मिशन भी चालू किया है. बाय 2030 we want to add 100 million tons of the coking coal to be produced by India. That is my target. For that purpose also we are working on that, and after getting that coal of 100 million ton and whatever the good quality, best quality coking coal is needed, that quality which has to be imported, that will be reduced. So minimum quality, at the most some 50-60 million tons of the coking coal we may import at the most. Otherwise, entire other coal, thermal coal, coking coal, little low quality coking coal, everything will make available in India. That is my assurance to the country, as Prime Minister directed us.
So the government, sir, had divested 3% stake in Coal India in 2023. Is there any proposal to divest government stake in Coal India more in 2024?
No, Coal India, I am assuring the coal entire country that there is no question. The ownership of Coal India will be always with the government of India.
A proposal to reduce some government stake. I mean, government may keep more than 51% stake, but could current stake, sir, is now down to 63. Could it come down